All right, y'all. All right, we in the building. Roll the intro.
Another one, it's another one, and another one.
What's poppin', y'all? We are back with another video. If this is your first time here, make sure you click that like button on the video right now. Make sure you subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and click that right now too. And turn that notification bell on so you don't miss the next time we drop another video. Because why you missing in action? You need to be here. You need to be Naughty Gang. All right, y'all. So, y'all know I haven't been on in a couple days. Nothing's been wrong. I've been here. But y'all, it literally has been like a slow news week. Like, I'm not the only one that thinks that I can't be. It's not like there's things going on that I'm not covering. There's literally nothing pressing going on that I can cover. So, make sure you guys, if you're subscribed to the channel, then you got the notification whenever I write in our community. Make sure you guys send me your questions. So, I told you guys that I'm doing something called Ask Keon. So, and this is for my people who, you know, this isn't for my young people. So, do y'all remember back in the day when I remember hearing it? Because when I was young, I was like little at the time. I remember being in the car every morning and my mom dropping me off at school, and she was listening to the Steve Harvey morning show, and they had this thing called the Strawberry Letter. Comment down below if you remember what I'm talking about. Maybe some of my older people might remember what I'm talking about, but I remember hearing it as a kid. It was called the Strawberry Letter, and basically they were writing to Steve, and it was someone else on there, I can't remember, and he would give them advice and everything. So I want to do something like that with y'all with the Ask Keon. So if you haven't already, make sure you email me your questions. It could be things about relationship. It could be about job. It could be about friendships. But make sure it's juicy. So we got some juicy content to talk about here. And also, y'all, you will remain anonymous. Even if you want to send it from an anonymous email, you could do that too. You do not have to name yourself. I don't even have to know who you are. I actually don't even want to know who you are. But if you want to just go ahead and send it in anyway, that's fine. I won't say your name. And honestly, I don't know a lot of y'all by name anyway. You know, I just know you by your @name. But y'all, it's anonymous. You will remain anonymous. But I would love for you guys to go ahead and do that, because I feel like that would be good, really juicy, really good for us to really get on here and kiki, and I can give y'all some advice. Okay? So y'all, but back to what I was saying, there has been nothing to talk about lately. But I was like, you know what? Let's talk about how everybody is flopping. You know what I mean? It's really interesting because I was doing my research, and you know, when I thought that this would be like a big topic for me to touch on, or when it came to my mind that, okay, I need to touch on this. So, you know, okay, so Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars released a song, right? And so they released this song probably a week or so ago, and it debuted on the Billboard Hot 100 at number 3, which is still really good. But I'm not gonna lie, when I think Lady Gaga, I'm expecting, like, you know, Lady Gaga is a huge pop star. I expected her to go number 1. And I'm like, that's odd. And so I'm looking at the charts right now, and the bar song, the Tipsy with Shabuzi, is still number 1 right now. And then we got Post Malone and Morgan Wallen at number 2, and they were number 1 last week, I believe. I Had Some Help. But I was just for sure Lady Gaga would just go blow them out of the water, because it's Gaga and it's Bruno Mars. And Gaga has been gone for so long. So I was like, that's interesting. Not saying she flopped or anything. And, you know, this won't even be a big topic, the Gaga thing, honestly. But it's leading me into my other things where I thought, like, okay, I thought Gaga would have just went directly to number 1. However, we know that the radio is carrying the Tipsy bar song, and then I'm pretty sure the Post Malone, I Had Some Help with Morgan Wallen. Okay. But outside of Gaga, let me go ahead and share my screen with y'all. So outside of Gaga, y'all, so Chloe Bailey. So y'all, Chloe Bailey, I was looking for her first week numbers for her album that she just dropped. Y'all, Rock Nation has literally scrubbed anything. I put in Chloe Bailey Paradise, because that's the name of the album, first week album sales. Rock Nation has literally scrubbed anything about her first week album sales or anything from it. you can't even find what her first week album sales are. Like, look, let's see if maybe this is an article. Yeah. You can't even find where it is. Now, word on the curb is that Chloe Bailey, she didn't even debut on Billboard. That's why I can't find it anywhere, because she didn't even debut on Billboard. Chloe Bailey is a phenomenal artist. She can sing her face off. She makes good music, but it just seems like she just doesn't have a lot of these artists, they just don't have the stamina, and she's not the only one. We got to talk about Normani. Now, Normani sold just 12,000 units, and she ended up debuting on Billboard at number 91 on Billboard. Now, you know, for Normani is considered to be huge too, a big deal too. That's a flop for Normani as well. And so, especially since it was long awaited, but I feel like with Normani, she kind of did herself a disservice, because she kept coming out with a single, then throwing it back, coming out with a single, then disappearing. Remember, she had the Wild Side with Cardi B. That song had everybody in a chokehold. Toot, toot, toot. I'm ready to pull up on you. Take a shot, cause you're bulletproof. Baby, what you wanna do? Y'all remember that song? Y'all remember Wild Side? And that song was a bop. And I feel like she should have struck while the iron was hot on that, but she didn't. So then we got Tim's, which is a huge deal. So I thought Tim's brought in 16,000 first week. You know, and then we got Tyla, who I always say in music, her and Sims would be sisters. She brought in 24,000 first week, which isn't too bad. That isn't too bad at all, especially for this being both of their debuts. So Tim's didn't actually. Well, it still flopped, but you know, y'all, back in the day, because I've been following music for a long time. Back in the day, if you pulled in these kind of numbers that these artists are pulling in right now, your label is going to drop you, and they would probably shelf you. But I think also too, labels are considering the way that music is consumed these days, and the fact that streaming is taking over and whatever, or has taken over for some time now. And maybe they're not just so quick to drop artists. You know what I mean? In fact, it seems like they're celebrating when, you know, artists are debuting in the 20,000 somethings for their albums. It seems like, you know, we saw with Lotto, I think Lotto ended up getting 29,000 or something like that. We saw articles everywhere, and they were like, she's the first artist in Atlanta, the first female artist in Atlanta to have a number one album on the R&B. On the hip hop charts, rap charts. You know, so they're kind of like making accolades up for these artists or whatever, and that's still like an amazing, you know, accomplishment for Lotto. But I just remember a time where if you flopped, you flopped, or if you not even flopped, or if you didn't sell, well, yeah, if you flopped, you flopped. That's kind of what it was or whatever. But now it seems like they're trying to like compensate for it. But I feel like we're just going through a shift. And I'm scared for even my favorite artists at this point. Because we're going through a shift where no one is really caring about music. For example, y'all. So, Katy Perry, okay? And now this is what made me really want to get into this topic of music flopping. Y'all, Katy Perry. She was gone for some years, probably like 4 or 5 years, right? She comes back with her lead single from her album, her debut single and everything. She's been gone this whole time. Now, we know Katy Perry has how many diamond records? She is a huge pop star. Huge. She comes out with her song, Woman's World. Y'all, the song debuted on Billboard at number 63. It didn't even crack the top 30, the top 20, the top 10, the top 50. It debuted at 63. And I was like, wait, Katy Perry? Like, there was a time where before there was a Taylor Swift taking over, there was a Katy Perry. Or maybe they were, you know, they were like counterpart. Maybe they were like neck and neck at one time, but there was, Katy Perry was basically Taylor Swift 10 years ago. You know what I mean? So I was just like, wow. And then, y'all, the song was terrible, by the way. She didn't deserve to get a top 10, a top 20, a top 30, a top 40, or a top 50. The song was terrible. Katy Perry's sound has not elevated. She still sounds like she's doing that bubblegum pop, pop, pop. Like, girl, we need to know who you are. But anyway, so then a couple of weeks later, she drops another song. So I guess this was supposed to be like the follow-up to that, and it was called Lifetimes. Well, how about this? That didn't even chart. It bubbled under at number 15 at the Billboard's Bubbling Under. You get what I'm saying? And I was just like, wait, this is Katy Perry. Katy Perry. You know what I mean? And it's just, it really has me scared for like my favorite artists. And you know, the people that I love that I want to drop music. For example, when I love Jay-Z. I want Jay-Z to drop another album. And who knows what that'll do. But I mean, that's Jay-Z, you know. We know Drake will probably pull in numbers. It seems like, but then the thing is, it's like, it seems like, I know Drake will pull in numbers for sure, but it seems like all the legacy artists are the only ones that are really selling music. And if you aren't a legacy artist, you're like a super big pop star or you're in the country. But as far as like people who look like us or stuff like that, I don't know, y'all. Why? It doesn't seem like we're selling music like that. I even want to see, especially in the rap world, unless it's country or if it's pop. Then, okay, so Shabuzi, that's a black man, number one, but it is country. Okay, so we got Not Like Us. Remember, he went number one. Future went number one this year as well. But if you see, let's see, where are we? Where are we? What I do, just count two people? Wait, I want to keep track. So we got Shabuzi, which is country, and then we got Future. So two black artists. And I'm scrolling. So 20, I'm scrolling. Okay, we got SZA and we got Future. Okay, but right now there's only two artists that are, you know, black, or two hip hop songs probably. Cause I guess, let me see. Not Like Us is hip hop. Not Like Us. Remember Post Malone? This is his country album, so he doesn't count. Not Like Us is hip hop. So there's only one song right now, and it's Kendrick Lamar's. And it's, you know, see, it's going down, but it's been on the chart 16 weeks and it went number one, so that doesn't matter. But there's only one song right now, y'all, that is really sticking for hip hop in the top 20. Really, honestly, in the top, because we got SZA as, so let's just take black aside. So we got Like That. And then we got Eminem, Houdini. So in the top 30, there's only 3 hip hop songs in the top 30 right now. That's terrible. That is terrible. But y'all, I wonder, what does this mean for the state of music? Because I know we were talking about all genres of music. What does this mean for the state of music? And then also, what does this mean for the state of hip hop? Honestly, we'll do another video on that and kind of like break down a little bit more, because we'll really, in order for us to have the hip hop conversation, we have to do more than just look at Billboard, and we have to really dig for that. But I'm talking about music in general, y'all. Why do you think music just isn't selling? Why do you think people aren't as, I guess, gun-ho to really consume music like that, unless it's, you know, Sabrina Carpenter or Taylor Swift? You know, the Shabuzi Bar song, that's being carried by the radio. Obviously, Lady Gaga was gone for a long time. She went number 3. That's expected. I expect her to go number 1. And then obviously Post Malone is a country album. So it looks like country. And it's been like that for a while. But I don't know, y'all. I'm interested to see like what is, and honestly, if we just keeping it a bean, I think that this is gonna go like this for the rest of the year at least, because you know we're in September right now. It's September 1st. We're going into the holiday season in a couple of months. Christmas, you know, the Christmas charts are going to be, the Christmas songs are going to have the charts sold up. So I don't know, what does this look like for Cardi B, who is releasing an album, you know, before the end of the year? What does this look like for Nicki Minaj's Deluxe that is set to come out on the 13th, I believe? What does this look like for just music in general, for hip hop music, R&B music, and just black artists? So I don't know. I thought that was a good conversation for us to have, and there was nothing to talk about, y'all. But I still wanted to get on here and holler at y'all. Y'all, happy September. Make sure you're setting your goals. I'm going to leave you with that before you leave. We are literally in the 4th quarter of the year. We have to, wait, is it the 4th quarter? No, October is the 4th quarter. Sorry, October. So we are nearing the 4th quarter. y'all, we got to make sure we setting goals. Make sure you're achieving them. If there's workout goals, if there's anything that you need, maybe career goals, financial goals, make sure you're achieving your goals, because you don't want to be one of the people in 2025 making the same goals for yourself that you had last year. You know, even though it happens. I mean, honestly, I got a couple of my goals that I didn't hit this year. Probably won't, honestly, but I'm trying my best. And it's going to be on my thing last year, but you don't want to be one of the people, but y'all, it's okay. I don't want to discourage y'all, but it's okay if you are. But y'all, let me know what y'all think about this video. Let me know what you think about the content. And then also make sure you email me. Email me that Ask Keon so I can give you some advice, y'all. But I'll catch y'all in the next video. I'm out of here.